Another winter storm brushing the bluegrass state. We'll show you who gets what just ahead.
17 surgeries and 9 months later, a southern Kentucky teenager is finally home after an ATV accident. More on his recovery coming up.
A bill is being proposed that would set up a new retirement system in Kentucky. Coming up, we'll tell you why opponents say it's unnecessary.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT News at 4:30.
Good afternoon to you. Amber Philpott and Sam Dick reporting more snow is likely to hit the bluegrass tonight and early tomorrow morning.
And this, of course, continues our wild record-setting month of winter weather in Kentucky. Let's check in right away with Chief Meteorologist Chris Bailey. Chris?
Southern and southeastern Kentucky right in the bullseye for some accumulating snows again later on tonight from a snowstorm that is blanketing the deep south. So basically for February now, old man winter not leaving too many areas of the country out of the mix. What we're seeing now is that winter weather advisory for all the counties that are shaded in blue from Lake Cumberland, London, Corbin, Somerset, Williamsburg, Monticello, and points to the east from there. That will include Middlesboro, Harlan, Hazard, Hindman into Salyersville and Pikeville for later tonight and tomorrow morning. Anywhere from an inch or two to as much as 3 or 4 inches likely into far southeastern Kentucky. Very sharp cutoff on the northern edge of that. So you may go from an inch of snow to absolutely nothing on the ground in just a matter of some miles. We'll try to get at least some of those flakes into parts of the bluegrass region, especially the farther south that you go along Interstate 75 into Madison County. Live First Alert Defender as of now not picking up on a whole lot, but the last few frames now a little bit of moisture trying to creep in out of Tennessee, and that system continues to be absolutely loaded for bear with heavy snows here stretching from parts of the Ozarks through Mississippi, Alabama, Atlanta, heading toward parts of the North Carolina beaches over the next 24 hours. That's a big snowstorm, but again, the majority of that passing just to our south. We'll come back and focus on that storm and track a very busy weather pattern as we get set to usher in the month of March.
All right, Chris, thank you. This is the last day contractors will be clearing roads in Lexington. Following last week's record-breaking snowstorm, contractors have been helping city employees get to all the roads in Lexington. The city has paid $254,000 for private contractors. Lexington Streets and Roads Director says it's time to take a good look at Lexington's snow plan for future storms.
I think that's what's kind of coming in the overhaul. And when you say overhaul, it'll be looking at the snow plan, the whole snow plan in general.
Sam is at the live desk now with our investigative reporter Miranda Combs with more on a story that she's working on for us tonight at 6. Sam?
Thank you, Amber. So Albert Miller says it's time, maybe overdue, for an overhaul of this snow plan that we have.
Right, Sam. This snow plan's been in place since the late 1970s. Now, of course, every year they add to it because roads are added to the landscape. But for the most part, it's just been tweaking here and there. So he says, yes, it's about time that we sit down and really look at this. And it's in City Council committee now, so hopefully he's going to get his wish.
So you talked to Miller and others about not just what they learned from this year and what's happened this past month, but years past.
We looked back, we looked back at a comparable storm, 1994. We even talked to the former mayor, Pam Miller, at the time about that particular storm. And it was interesting because in that storm, they ran out of salt. So immediately after that storm, they doubled the amount of salt they always have on stock. Also, they used contractors back then, but they were in line for those contractors. They had to wait till those contractors were done with other jobs. So after that, they changed it to where they have an agreement with contractors that you come to us as soon as we need you. So those are the things that changed from there, and then moving forward, we're learning what they're doing now.
So there was a first for road crews this time around, right?
There was a first. They tried to plow every single road in Fayette County, and there's more than 4,000, Sam. So it was a big task, but they felt like this snow was so large and so hard for drivers that they had to try to get to every road.
A story that affects so many people out there. Look forward to your report at 6 o'clock coming up here on WKYT. Amber?
We are tracking a breaking traffic alert in southern Kentucky. Right now, southbound Interstate 75 near the Tennessee state line is closed due to a rock slide. The rock slide is near the 8-mile marker. Traffic is being detoured off the interstate at exit 11 and then onto US 25 west south to Jellicoe. The southbound lanes are expected to be closed for the next several hours. We'll keep you posted on that. A Southern Kentucky teenager injured in a freak ATV accident is finally back home. Casey Collett was hurt while riding his ATV near his Laurel County home. He's had numerous surgeries, and some call that fact that he survived even a miracle. WKYT's Phil Pendleton talked to Casey and his parents for the first time today and has more from Laurel County.
9 months after that accident that changed his life and the lives of his family, Casey Collett finally came home. He had 17 surgeries and he still has a lot more surgeries to go. Since the accident, he had been at a special hospital in Atlanta called the Shepherd Center. Some said that he would not survive the accident, but he has recovered time and time again. His family has had numerous ups and downs, but through it all, they've seen their community and their friends and family come together in ways they could have only imagined.
Because not just our family, but our friends, and then this community, they've stepped up. We've had meals, we've had just gifts and ramps and just everything.
Now, I did speak briefly with Casey himself, but because of his injuries, he has a difficult time verbalizing what he wants to say. But there were a couple of topics he really wanted to talk about and really captured his attention. I'll tell you more about that coming up at 5:30, but for now, in Laurel County, Phil Pendleton, WKYT.
Well, his family says that Casey has another surgery yet to go, which will be done in Pittsburgh in the very near future. A committee hearing was held this morning in Frankfort to help retirees in the state.
The proposed Kentucky retirement account bill would create a retirement savings plan for all Kentuckians who don't have a plan at their workplace. Victor Puentes in Franklin County with some reaction.
This hearing happened during today's meeting of the House Agricultural and Small Business Committee. It was an informational meeting, so there was no vote on this bill yet. It would set up the Kentucky retirement account, allowing employers to offer their employees a state-run retirement plan. State Treasurer Todd Hollenbach is one of the people behind the bill, along with State Representative Martha Jane King. He explained how it would work, saying it would put a system in place that gives private employees access to a retirement system ran by the state but managed by a private retirement planning group. The treasurer said it was needed because almost 800,000 people in Kentucky work at jobs that don't offer a retirement savings opportunity. The plan would be voluntary. Employers and employees could opt out. He said it wouldn't have any fiscal impact on the state and would give people who wouldn't otherwise plan for retirement an easy way to begin saving.
It's a win-win for the employees who would like to have convenient, easy access to retirement options, savings options. It's a win for the taxpayers of Kentucky who will end up shouldering the burden of underfunding for personal retirement savings if we don't do something about it.
There were some people here who opposed the plan. They spoke at the end of the hearing. They said it was unnecessary because private companies already offer this service, so they said there was no need for the state government to get involved. In Frankfort, Victor Puente, WKYT.
State Representative King said she does not know yet when that bill will be put back on the schedule, but she intends to move forward with it. If you missed the deadline to sign up for Kentucky's healthcare exchange, you're in luck. There will be a special enrollment period to sign up for Connect from March 2nd to April 30th. Governor Beshear said the grace period is for Kentuckians who did not realize they would have to pay a tax of at least $325 for not having insurance in 2015. The students with disabilities are the focus of a special training happening in Winchester.
George Rogers Clark High School is hosting teachers from around central Kentucky. As Rebecca Smith reports, the educators got a little help from one gold medalist from the U.S. Paralympic team.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 left.
Just as important as the warm-up,
We'll take another warm-up lap.
Is the teamwork. No one knows that better than three-time Paralympic medalist for Team USA, Lex Gillette.
I just want the guys to make that clapping sound.
Who's blind but hasn't let that stop him.
When you have that guy running who's telling you everything that's going on, they're creating this picture, that's drawing this picture for you, and it's like it's building momentum and you're living in that moment.
Quiet, please.
Teachers practicing adaptive athletics techniques get blindfolded and learn that when you don't have your sight, other senses take over.
You're automatically having to rely on your touch and sound. They have strips on the floor that you can feel, orientate yourself on where you are.
So the ultimate goal of goal ball that they're playing here in the gym is not just to win, it's to include students with disabilities who would otherwise be sidelined.
It's just huge, and to get our teachers to be able to bring that back into the classrooms and for our other students. And I think we will have some students that will become a lot more active in some of these sports now.
Hamblin agrees.
Absolutely. I think they would think it was fun.
The hardest part of the game, she says,
throwing the ball. I almost threw it out of the building.
In Clark County, Rebecca Smith, WKYT.
What a great learning experience. Independence Place helped with today's training, which gives teachers professional development credit. Tomorrow, Travis Freeman, who is the subject of the movie 23 Blast, will speak at George Rogers Clark High.
A southern snowstorm of all things, ready to brush parts of southern and southeastern Kentucky with some light accumulating snows. We'll track that and look ahead toward the first few days of a messy March in just a moment.